Second week of 2024, and there's already a ton of news. It's only the second week of 2024, and there's so much news out that we thought it'd just be best to cover it in one long video just because it's a lot. And even everything we're covering in this video just isn't everything. Just because there's so much happened. The strike just ended, and because of that, all the news is just flowing out there. Starting off though on a bit of a somber note, Adam Canto, who played Sunspot in Days of Future Past, has unfortunately passed away at the age of 42 from a pencil cancer. It's always sad news when someone passes away, especially of cancer and so young. It May he rest in peace. Our thoughts go out to his friends and family.
Yeah, it's horrible news. I saw it the other day, and I swear he looked familiar, and I apologize ahead of time. I only ever knew him from X-Men Days of Future Past, and he did play a very beloved character, mutant, and I thought he was great in the role. He didn't really speak much that I can remember, but the movie is one of the best movies out there.
Oh
I
yeah.
know he's in The Cleaning Lady. And the reason why I saw this is because Eloida Young, aka our Electra Nachos, uh, mentioned him in her post, and she just gave out her condolences. And I was like, shit, man, that
Yeah.
sucks. Very young dude. So our condolences to his friends and family and to his fans as well.
Yeah. On a little bit of a lighter tone, we have a couple of release date changes. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire is getting moved up by a week to March 22nd.
I'm very
And
excited about that.
yeah, same here. And Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes has been moved up several weeks to May 10th. Both these movies, I think, are do better for moving up because they're gonna have a lot less competition. I'm more excited for Frozen Empire than I am for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, but
Yeah, same.
I always think having less competition is always a good thing, just because we want the entertainment in the movie market to thrive. Having these movies compete against one each another, it's always difficult, especially since a lot of people just have limited time, limited resources. They gotta choose one. At least now, it's not really a choice.
Yeah, I've said it before. I mean, with so much great stuff out there, you could really kind of pick and choose and say, well, why spend my time and money with this when I've got this that I'm excited for? And there is a ton of competition this year. There's a bunch of cool stuff that's coming out. So we'll see. I agree with Griff. I'm more excited for Ghostbusters just because I think I'm a bigger Ghostbusters fan than I am Planet of the Apes.
Hmm.
But the Planet of the Apes trilogy was phenomenal.
Yeah, and I'll get into some fun news. And all I gotta say is I called this like a months ago. I called this. Ahsoka season 2 has been confirmed.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, we said this in our video after the season wrapped up because there were so many loose ends that
We
they
also did
just
say
couldn't
we
do
didn't
it.
know what the flip it was going to be about, but yeah, he called
Yeah,
it. I'm excited, man. I
that was such a good show.
give me more Hayden Christensen and more Sabine Wren.
Yeah, I'm really looking
Anything.
forward to it because I think this makes the movie and The Mandalorian season 4 better because they don't have to split their time amongst Ahsoka and Mando. So Mandalorian season 4 can just completely focus on Mando, while Ahsoka season 2 can get Ahsoka and Sabine off of the abandoned world and back into the main story. Odds are we'll probably see Hayden Christensen, but I think if we don't see him,
I better.
I'll be a little disappointed. But I think where they left him in season 1
Dude,
it's a good ending. It's a good
you know what I
ending for
just
his
fucking thought
character.
of? You know how Natalie Portman, my baby's mama, just came out and said she'd love to come back? There you go. That's a you don't because a lot of fans are like, but she died. We know that, dumb shits. We know. But Clone Wars flashbacks.
But okay, Clone Wars flashback. Okay, I could see
Yeah,
that. I don't.
I don't want any resurrection type shit.
Well, no, but like even just like her as a ghost in the Ahsoka show doesn't really work. It has to be
Yeah,
with
no.
Luke. It would have to be with Luke. Hope.
Or if you're gonna give me what I've been dreaming for, where it's Anakin in in the Great Beyond or whatever heaven is in Star Wars, and reunites with Padme and she forgives him, I'll take that. But if you give me Clone War flashback scenes with young Ahsoka, Ewan and Hayden,
Okay,
dude,
but would Clone Wars flashback at this point serve any purpose to further the story, or would it just be something just be cool?
it could further the story because there's so many comic books that came out. They're like Clone War comic books that weren't part of the Clone Wars show that they could explore. There's so many cool
But
things
how
that
would
they could
it
do.
progress the story? The only one I can think of is, but not in the Ahsoka show. Actually, I could see it in the Ahsoka show.
Well, what
Is doing
you know
Thrawn and Anakin's backstory together.
that that's what yeah.
That's
That
the only
please
thing
give
I
us
could
that.
see
And you know
them
what?
do a flashback
That
for.
that that would be an amazing because there's a whole book on that. That's an
Yeah,
amazing story.
you could do a
They
whole
could do a
episode just on
show
that.
on that or
Yeah,
like a mini movie
they're
on
not going to, but they could do an hour-long
dude,
episode.
you don't know, man. Thrawn is Thrawn is badass.
I
Anakin back in his
know.
prime is yeah, you just see
Well,
I
okay,
want to see that now. Fuck the
it's
flashback.
well, yeah,
Oh,
it's
I mean,
just I think that would be a lot of fun, but it's also gonna be so expensive, especially with the de-aging
all right,
technology.
bro.
I
It's
know it's Disney and Star Wars. I know.
they could just throw that money.
Yeah,
They
I that would be fun. I do hope we get some sort of scene
That
like
would be
that.
badass. And,
I'm
and
I'm hoping it's all
something with little Ahsoka, like because I did one of the things I really enjoyed was the dynamic between young Ahsoka and Padme.
yeah.
Because yeah, as much as I love Anakin and Ahsoka's dynamic, and as much as I love um Anakin and Obi-Wan's dynamic, in Clone Wars, we did get to see, especially in those couple of episodes where, Ahsoka is in charge of Padme's security, that Ahsoka and Padme befriend each other. Like Ahsoka's there
Yeah.
now because of Tales of the Jedi. She's there at Padme's funeral, which has to hurt.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I'd love to
and
see
also
that.
the actress who's been playing young Ahsoka during the Clone Wars, her
Great.
career is just taken off. First Infinity War, then to Barbie, then to Star Wars. I mean, how could he top that? You know what?
Oh,
You're
they'll
right.
find a
I
way.
mean,
Yeah, I
I
want to see that now.
think
And that Thrawn book, I hadn't thought of it. I don't know where the hell my head's at. But now that you said it, now I cannot think that's what I want.
yeah, and I
Like you
could see
said,
it. That's
maybe
something I could see happening.
that could run a couple episodes.
Yeah, I guess the only thing is should it run a couple of episodes? I guess it just depends on what story they want to tell. They have to fill up at least six
Uh, uh,
episodes.
yeah, I mean
So
it's a long and enriched story. So here's my thing, and it's not just because I want it, I want it, I want it. If you give it to us and you half-ass it, those of us who have read the books and those of us who are like hardcore fans are going to be pissed. You
and
know how
that's
it
why
is
it's
with book
dangerous.
adaptation. Yes, but it's also if done well, it could be. It's like Denis
Yeah, I
Villeneuve
know.
with Dune too. Like I mean, with Dune, he was told don't yeah Dune don't touch Dune, dude. The books are incredibly hard to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't adapt right, and he knew the risk. That movie could have it is as great as it is, or it could have failed again like it did before. Not because of special effects, just because you know that book is heavy, man. And
Hmm.
to try to rush that book into one movie, that's the biggest mistake. He was smart enough to say, no, 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 split in the first book in two. With this one, I agree. M Maybe not an entire show, but definitely don't do like
Yeah.
little parts of it.
I have to do like an hour. But I mean, the thing is, okay, so with the things that we know need to happen, like not even just speculation, but has to happen. Balin Skull has to be recast. It has to happen. I know it's unfortunate that the actor passed away, but it has to
Well, now they
happen.
have to. Now that
Yeah.
they've greenlit season two, it has to. I mean,
And his story is probably going to take 3 episodes to resolve. If they want to like completely resolve it, it would take at least 3 episodes.
I'm gonna say it right now. Gerard Butler.
Yeah, that would be solid.
A lot of
So
people don't think he's a solid actor, but you guys got to remember, he didn't just do 300 and other stuff like that. He also did The Phantom of the Opera, which
he was good in that.
it's not just, oh, he's a pretty face. The dude has to be able to sing, he had to be able to dance, he had to be able to
Yeah,
act. So the dude he's a solid actor. I'd say
I
give
could
him
see
the role.
that.
Yeah, I
So
could see him in it.
okay, yeah. So we need that. We need to get Sabine and Ahsoka, sorry, off the
Y-
planet,
Yeah.
and
And
we
stop with
need
the
to
brother
have
love shit.
yeah, agreed. And we need to have something with Hera and Ezra on the other side dealing with Thrawn, not in Mando season 4.
You know, so
So I guess with that
anti-Hera,
we
but
do.
now I'm Team Hera.
I've always been Team Hera. So I guess with all of that, honestly, yeah, 8 episodes they could probably do it. It's just it may just be a
Hour-long
little
episodes.
disjointed.
Don't fucking
Yeah,
pull a Marvel. Hour-long
yeah.
episodes,
I
or
hope
at the
so.
very minimum, 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think 45 minutes is the bare minimum. I'm just worried about being too disjointed with all these storylines. But I could see it. I mean, there's a lot of
Season one
unresolved
did it for me,
storylines
dude.
there. What was that?
Season one
Oh yeah.
totally did it for me, man.
Season 1
So
was the best TV show of last year, hands down. It was so good that I'm really excited for season 2. They already have concept art out for it, so go check that out. I think we're probably going to get some fun things. I'm hoping
give me
it's gonna come
Sabine with
out
long hair, though. I mean, it doesn't have
2025.
to be like to the butt long, but just like I'm not a,
Shoulder?
I'm shoulder,
She's
I'm good
always
with.
had a
I'm
bit
just not,
shorter
I'm
hair.
the bob cut, I'm just not a fan of.
But she's always had
Never
that
have
though.
been. I know.
Well,
I
okay. I
saw her
mean,
with long
okay,
hair.
true.
They
If they're
shouldn't
gonna
have
be
given,
abandoned on a planet, then she's probably
they
gonna grow
should,
it out.
yeah. I mean, they shouldn't have given me long hair, Sabine, and then you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. It's not more of a aesthetic. It's just like you've been in that fucking planet for over 6 months. You didn't grab your lightsaber and do this. You
No.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Okay. So that'll be some fun stuff coming in Ahsoka season 2. But then also, this will have some new Star Wars news. I thought we already knew this, but Mandalorian is getting his own movie in
that
addition
we
to season 4.
pretty sure
I
we
thought
already
we
knew
knew
that.
that.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure
So
like people fans are like Roku. I mean, Grogu's in it. I'm like,
no shit.
yeah, it wasn't. He was gonna leave him in the hut and then like go off on his own. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I
So
mean, they
yeah,
got him in season 3. I mean, so I guess the thing is this in addition to the Thrawn movie? That's
it's a
I
good
don't.
fucking
That's the only thing
question.
I can think of because like, why else? Why'd it be such big news that it's everywhere? But
It's a
this
very
was
good
already
question.
confirmed. But
Yeah,
the good news is that movie does start production at the end of the year. So maybe it is something separate, considering Ahsoka season 2 has not started production, and that needs to be resolved before the Thrawn movie,
I think
ideally.
so.
So maybe
And
this is an additional movie.
learn from the past, Disney. Don't like interact with each other. Like the director of, I mean, I'm sure it's Dave. So
It is Dave
whatever,
and John Favreau.
what guys, what's going on with Ahsoka? Don't just go off and do different shit because it
Yeah.
doesn't work. Which leads me into my next thing, which is still Star Wars. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately, but this may piss some people off. But the director of the Daisy Ridley spin-off Skywalker, whatever the hell that's going to be called,
Ugh.
has come out and said some stuff that, I mean, freedom of speech, grant you're able to get, but just the stuff she's talking about, it just takes me back to this wokeness shit that we saw already didn't work for Star Wars. She's talking about how she loves to make men feel uncomfortable. Um, I would say that us dudes are like a solid number of Star Wars fans. Why alienate us? She's talking about how like it's time to have a female in the lead and a strong female character. And the whole time I'm hearing her talk, I'm like, bitch, what about Leia? What about Padme? What
Yeah. I mean,
about
that's like
Hera? What about Ahsoka? We just had Ahsoka, bitch. What are you talking about?
I
Who's a strong
think
female
if
character?
yeah, having strong female characters is always great. I mean, we love seeing it.
Yeah,
But
we're all
for
for
both
that.
of the movies to make a specific, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
to
think what
alienate
what
us, we're
happened
gonna
to
be like, what?
just making a good story just to make a good story and to have fun. Just
Yeah,
writing because you have a story that you need to get out there. I
it's not like Steven Spielberg sitting there like, you know what, I'm gonna make the world's greatest movie, but fuck women while I'm doing it, by the way. No, no one thinks like guys don't think like that, you know?
yeah, I mean this is a
I mean,
movie
Christopher Nolan didn't make Oppenheimer and was like, by the way, it's giant fuck you to women. We're all just gonna be. No, it's a great movie. It's got strong female characters in it, but male directors don't say stuff like, we're just gonna have strong male characters and fuck the women. We're gonna try to. We love making women uncomfortable or stuff like that. It's just that's just not the goal. And so when you hear things like that as a Star Wars fan, you're thinking, we don't mind that Daisy Ridley is going to be the
not at all.
centerpiece of this. What we care about is it
Make a
being
good
a
story.
solid, good story. We
Yeah,
know she's starting her own Jedi Academy or Jedi Order. Great. Just don't make it all, you know, about hating men.
And with that, I definitely think Daisy Ridley in this movie can definitely redeem Ray. My issue with it
Shit,
is,
not now.
besides that, my issue with this movie, the story itself is we've had this story. Why don't we, like, Star Wars can be really repetitive. So why are we getting the same story again that we just had in episode 7 with Luke rebuilding the order and then ending up with Kylo? Why are we getting such a similar story?
Because he never rebuilt it. It failed because
Yeah,
Disney
but
just
we don't
trashed it.
need it. But why do we need to see her rebuild the order? Why can't we have something new?
I don't know. I do want to see the order rebuilt. I do want to see because I think the Jedi need to exist in Star Wars.
Oh, I agree, 100%. But I could also just take it at word if someone says, okay, this movie's taken place 40 years after episode 9. Rey rebuilt the Jedi Order, and now this is the story. Jedi Order has been rebuilt, everything's back to normal. Here's a new story. I wouldn't blink an eye. I wouldn't want to say, how'd she rebuild it? Okay, she rebuilt it. Fantastic. What happens after? I'll be totally okay with that.
Yeah, but the whole thing is, I guess men are the villain in this movie. So I don't know. We'll see. The comments didn't rub me the right way. It's just she could have come out there and she could have just made a presentation about like where she was planning on taking the movie, the character of Rey, instead of saying I love making feel uncomfortable men feel uncomfortable, and this is what this movie's going to center about. It's going to be feminism, and like it was just too in our face, and we were like, and again, for all the women watching the show, it's not that we don't want strong female characters. Again, we applauded Ahsoka like no one's business. I think Sabine and Hera and Padme and Princess Leia are all strong female Star Wars characters that don't, you know, I don't know. It's if you have to say it that that's what you're doing, it kind of loses value,
Yeah.
It's like Padme was a senator. She was a queen of her own planet, of an entire fucking planet. She led her people against, the the Federation, with the help of two Jedi, and then she tried to stop a civil war, a galactic civil war. Princess Leia is leading an entire rebellion. Ahsoka's helping out, so is Hera. They weren't like, like Princess Leia wasn't like, fuck man, I hate them. She fell in love with this Scandal,
Yeah,
Han
and
Solo,
I think that is
coolest dude ever.
important. I mean, time will tell what happens with it. I do kind of actually want to retract one of my statements I made a few minutes ago. If this movie is about her rebuilding the order and how it should be, and then us seeing it in action as Jedi should be, I could be into that. But we'll see. I mean, honestly, a lot of this is just speculation and rumors. It could still be canned for all we know. I mean, a lot of Star Wars projects have been canned recently, so we'll see. I mean, it hasn't even started production yet. But honestly, if there's as long as there's more Star Wars, I'm a happy guy.
Well, it's all put confirmed that Pedro Pascal is going to be our Reed Richards, and shit, I
Yeah.
just it doesn't click. You know, again, before anyone gets on the comments, uh, Pedro Pascal, of course, he's proven himself to be a solid actor. He was in Game of Thrones, he was in Narcos, the original Narcos, which is fucking phenomenal. He was just in The Last of Us. He's done a lot of great stuff. I just don't love him as Reed. And apparently, production was supposed to start in early 2024, but now because his schedule's tied up, it's been pushed back.
Actually,
Um,
I saw that he was removed from a project that he was working on. He quit to go film Fantastic Four.
hmm, okay.
So it may start soon. We may get some official casting announcements. Because yeah, we have a lot of very solid rumors that we have a lot of evidence for, but nothing Marvel has come outright and confirmed saying these are our characters. But it's pretty solid.
Yeah. We'll see. Can he play a dickish, arrogant dude? Yeah,
Or if we're even
absolutely.
getting that iteration.
Probably, or at least some of it. Um, I'm all over Vanessa Kirby being Susan Storm though. I think that
Yeah,
is
that's a great
solid,
casting.
solid, solid. Just the other day, I was telling Griff that I saw an interview by Zachary Levi where he was talking about how James Gunn's brother, you know, is yet again cast in DC and whatever, and he didn't sugarcoat it, man. He was like, I guess when you're the CEO's brother, you can just keep getting jobs. I think he's right to say that because
Yeah,
that's, you know,
that's
James
exactly
Gunn
what's happening.
just hires his nucleus of friends.
And
But
frankly,
I
nothing's bad as that, as bad about that. It's just as long as they fit the role. I mean, his brother, Maxwell Lord,
yeah, I don't that doesn't I mean
doesn't,
if
because
Pedro
I mean,
Pascal doesn't click as
exactly.
Reed, this shit is as far south as you could
And not to
possibly
mention,
think.
Pedro Pascal played Maxwell Lord. So if you imagine Pedro Pascal and then James Gunn's brother, can you see them playing the same role?
No.
No offense to the guy. I'm sorry, but level of acting,
Is he
it
getting the
doesn't fit.
role because he's James Gunn's brother? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think every role he's gotten it's because he's James Gunn's brother. I mean, he's been in a ton of James's movies. So it's a fair statement. I mean, and Zachary Levi is allowed to say that. The dude's kind of sour grapes about, you know, obviously now having said that, I sincerely doubt that James Gunn's gonna, you know, grab
Oh
his
no,
Rolodex and be
he's
like,
not
oh,
coming
let me
back.
call Zachary and have him back as I think that's done.
Do you
However, I
know?
did see some stuff where and I told Griff immediately, I was like, you know what? Zachary would be a good Reed Richards.
Yeah,
I saw him in some fan art and I just he's got he first of all, Zachary looks like fucking, you know, Krasinski.
he does. But Zach is a bit bulkier, and he's a nice guy. I think he definitely looks the part. Whether he can act it, we'll
Oh,
see.
he
I
could
mean, he's
act it.
not. I don't think he's gonna get the role, but
But no,
he's a
yeah.
good actor. No,
Yeah.
speaking of DC, one thing I thought I saw that was very surprising is that Margot Robbie's done with Harley Quinn. She wants James Gunn to cast someone else. She's moved on.
Hmm.
Again, she hasn't seen the paycheck, hasn't been offered the role yet. Who knows?
Ben
Money
Affleck was done
talks.
with Batman like 6 times, so
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
if she's actually stepping away from it, that's pretty big. I'm,
I really do think that Margot did a phenomenal job
oh
with
yeah.
Harley Quinn. Those movies weren't the best, but I think her in the role was phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
I remember watching Mean Girls, the good Mean Girls, not this piece of shit that just came out, this new sequel. It's this fucking sing along and you know, Tina Fey's I don't know why she's a part of anyway, not that
Paycheck.
piece of shit. Yeah, exactly. But the original Mean Girls, Amanda Seyfried,
Hmm.
when I saw her that girl in that movie, I was like, that's fucking Harley Quinn.
They can
And no
cast her
one can
Harley Quinn.
convince
I
she's
like that.
she can sing, she can act, and she's hot. She could be Harley Quinn. I'll die on that hill. Um, you know who I'm not crazy about? And before everybody attacks me, is Lady Gaga. And then, no, it's not because of her looks,
Yeah.
because Lady Gaga's actually pretty attractive. Well, at least I think so. I know sometimes she looks fucking weird as shit, like wearing a dress made out of meat, but that's just her gimmick. But she's a solid actress. She's proven herself. Um,
I'm
she
just not
can
looking forward to
sing
that.
like no one's business, but I just don't give a fuck about her as Harley Quinn. I just don't. I've seen her outfit. Her outfit looks, I know what they're going for. I hate the look. And
And
when she was cast, I was like, with her they could make it work. But given the look, I don't like it. I just don't. It doesn't. No,
I also think a sequel to the Joker kind of ruins the first movie. I mean, with the ending, with kind of the uncertainty of
this
what
movie
actually
better
happened, this is a
blow us away.
confirm. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I really think this is one of the movies that is just a cash grab and making it just because the first one made $1 billion, but I don't think this movie will hold up, and I think it'll just make the first movie worse. I I'm not looking forward to it.
I'm not looking forward to it either, but not because of Joaquin or Todd, but mainly because I don't care for this iteration of Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
You know, I thought Margot did it great. I would love to see Amanda in the role, but we'll fucking see. Speaking of DC, we're gonna get our Supergirl pretty soon.
Yeah, there's been a lot of rumors around that. There's
And
some good
the
ones.
three girls, the three main like runner-ups, I guess, if you want to say it like that. Whichever one of them gets it, man. I'm digging all three.
Yeah,
My favorite would be the girl from House of Dragons. I can't
yeah,
fucking, I'm gonna butcher her name. But if she doesn't get it and any of the other two girls get it, I'm super stoked. I
yeah.
I think they're all great.
And they're also rumored to show up in Superman Legacy. They're rumored to,
Jesus Christ, at this point, I'm gonna show up in Superman Legacy.
that would be a really fun cameo. I'd be okay with that. I got nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, at this point, it's Justice League 101. It's
Yeah, I mean, okay, Supergirl, I could see being in this movie though,
yeah, Supergirl, yeah.
but I
But like fucking
half of the
Maxwell
characters.
Lord and Metamorpho, and I mean, do I really need Metamorpho in
No,
the first Superman movie? No.
yeah, we'll see. We have a lot of judgment for James Gunn, but frankly, it's all talk until we actually see his movie because it
Oh, I
could
hope it's
wow
good.
us.
I hope it
Oh
blows
yeah,
us away. I hope because if it blows us away, uh, that gives me hopes for Batman: The Brave and the Bold.
and then Lanterns. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot
and
of
Swamp Thing.
fun stuff. Exactly. One upcoming project that is starting to be being talked a lot more about is the upcoming animated Laura Croft series starring Haley Atwell. And have you seen anything about this? Because I mean, I didn't realize it was
Not till
being
just
made,
now that you
but
said that you mentioned
I
it.
mean, I can kind of see it. And she was talking about how her role in the MCU, playing the What If version of Captain Carter, has really helped her prepare for this role. I mean, all the live action Laura Croft movies have failed. Say
She's
what
got
you
the look
will
for Laura
about it.
Croft. I'll say that.
Well, it's all animated.
I know, but
But yeah, I
she
mean,
should have played the live action version because that
yeah,
other live action version, not the Angelina Jolie one, but
the new one, like from
yeah,
was it
that movie
2019?
sucked hard ass. I mean, the
So,
Angelina Jolie movies sucked too, but this one was just
so do you think this animated TV show will be able to redeem the character?
probably not, to
No,
be honest
probably
with you.
not.
I
I
stopped caring
agree.
about Lara Croft back in like the early 90s, man.
I
It's
mean,
just
even her games just are a bit eh. But
yeah,
I really like Haley Atwell. That's what drew my attention to it. I've always been a fan of hers. Peggy Carter. I liked her in Mission Impossible.
I gotta be honest, I
This will be
just
fun.
liked her as Peggy Carter.
I liked her in Mission Impossible. But yeah, no,
I mean, she
that's
didn't
that's fair.
suck. She's and obviously she's eye candy. She's gorgeous to look at, and she's a pretty good actress. It's not like you see her and you're like, you don't think Megan Fox when you see her. So, obviously, Nerd Doctors will watch, we'll review it for you
Yeah,
guys and let you guys know. But my money is that it's just gonna kind of, come and go.
I agree. And then a show that's kind of, in my opinion, overstayed its welcome is Stranger Things. So that has recently started production after the strike. But surprisingly enough, Eduardo Franco, who plays Argyle, is not returning, and he has some choice words for it. He hasn't been called up for it, and it seems like they're moving on without him, but I'm really looking forward to the show being over.
I I really am a big fan of this show. I love the seasons that we've gotten. I think the cast is phenomenal. I think the kids have grown and they're all great. I can't tell you who's my favorite, who's not. I really love Winona Ryder in this show.
Yeah.
I love her character. She's the beat up mom who's gone through shit. The cast is just I even love the little town, man. I wanted to end on a high note. This
Oh
is
yeah.
one of like Cobra Kai 6. It's like it's the last season wasn't as great. This show, every season I've really just been hooked and I wanted to end. I know they're gonna spin this shit off.
Oh yeah.
I know
I mean,
there's
that's a
already talk
Broadway
of it.
show.
But oh Jesus. But I wanted to end on a solid note. I want to be happy and I want to give you guys a good review. I want to tell you how much I loved it. Kind of like they better Breaking Bad it for us, is what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say.
I
Which then I think they fucked up because they did that one Camino movie, but
Season 1 and 4 are amazing. Just season 2 and 3 kind of lost me. I never really got back onto it too much. I really hope season 5, it's not super disjointed like it was kind of was with in season 4 with the whole Russia arc that we really didn't care about. But I really hope they get the characters together, have a solid story because they have a fantastic cast, and many of these actors have broken out into several other movies. They could do a great job, and they've had a lot of time to write. So I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful with it.
I hope so. I hope Griff's right. And on to one of my very favorite subjects. We saw Echo this week, and that end of Echo. leads directly into Daredevil Born Again. But one of the things I want to highlight here today is that for me and Griff, shit's always been canon. At least I know
Yeah.
for me, it's always been
No,
canon.
it's
But
as
now
with me too.
it's official now. It's canon to the MCU. They even added it to Disney Plus, with the official chronological MCU timeline.
Yep.
And I texted Griff right away. I was like, "Guess what, dude? Boom, boom." We both were really happy about it, and not just Daredevil, but like all the Netflix
Jessica Jones, Iron
shows,
Fist, Luke
Punisher, all of
Cage.
that, which I think is awesome. And it, the end of Echo, Wilson Fisk is watching a newsreel about, the city needs a new mayor. There's a comic book arc about Mayor Fisk, where he essentially just goes all out against vigilantes.
Hmm.
I hope that all the rumors are right and, Daredevil Born Again, like, really lays the groundwork and leads directly into Spider-Man 4. Because
Yeah.
there's nothing I want more on God's green earth than to see Spider-Man and Daredevil together.
Oh, that'd be so
You
cool.
don't even I don't I'm anticipating X-Men. I'm anticipating new Batman stuff, but I got to tell you, I pray I live to see the day where Daredevil and Spider-Man share the screen together in their superhero
God,
personas
that'd be so
and
cool.
take on Kingpin, dude.
Oh yeah. And I mean,
Um
also with all the defenders being in the MCU and that being confirmed, that means Lloydie Young is our official Elektra.
oh yeah, that's big news. I'm very happy about it, but I know one person in particular, Bere, one of our followers. I she I mean the way I think I feel about Charlie Cox being Daredevil is I think the way I think the only other person she'd want in the role is probably herself. But
That's fair.
she's got to be very very happy, and yeah, I mean at this
Let's just
given
hope they don't recast.
it could happen, but at this for now at this very moment, Aloysius Young is our official MCU Elektra, which I would love to see her back in the role. She's phenomenal. She's got the physicality for it, but there's just my head spinning in so many directions as to I can't wait to see Daredevil Born Again. We're probably gonna wait a little bit longer than we thought,
Yeah.
but as long as it's good, I'm happy. And for it to just everything, the pieces are kind of lining up, all the little rumors and all the little things and things like that. Even some set pictures from Born Again. We know we're getting Mayor Fisk. Whether
Yep.
he's the mayor at the beginning of Daredevil Born Again or he ends up being mayor and it leads directly into, but I'm excited for, I think it just makes sense to have
Yeah.
Spider-Man, to have Kingpin. I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of Venom in there, but to have Kingpin be the main antagonist of Spider-Man 4 and to have Daredevil, you can't have, it just makes sense. It takes me back to the Spider-Man animated series where they had those 2 episodes with Daredevil.
Hmm.
That's all I want. That's all I'm asking for, man.
But the thing that we're kind of leading ourselves to our own doom with this is that we're hyping this up so much that if it doesn't happen or if it's bad, no matter what happens, we're just going to be so distraught, which is, I
I don't
wouldn't
know if
think it would
it's
be that big of a danger, except just with how recently Marvel's been doing. Yes, it looks all things are going to point to that happening. But it's just, if we're let down, that's just going to hurt
I
so
don't know.
much.
I don't know. Just hearing Kevin Feige talk about Daredevil and how he
Yeah.
doesn't want to mess it up, how he's adamant that, and I love him saying it has to be as good as the Netflix show or better, because that's a bar that you're setting yourself, and if you miss it, you'll fail, and he doesn't want to miss it, and
Yeah.
that's why he redid the show. And also, Tom Holland has been talking about Spider-Man 4. He's like, I'll only do it if it's absolutely better than the last.
And this is
And
such a good storyline to top it with.
I know at some point we're gonna get Miles, and I'm waiting for Miles. But I need Peter Parker and Matt Murdock and Spider-Man and Daredevil
Dude, that'd be
taking
so
on
cool.
Kingpin.
That would
And
be
even
so cool.
they just asked Vincent D'Onofrio. They're like, which is a weird statement to say, given the fact that there's so many powerful MCU characters. But he literally was like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's only 2 dudes that can take Kingpin out, and it's Spider-Man and Daredevil. Everyone
Now,
else I'll fuck up.
I honestly think Spider-Man could 1v1 him if he wasn't holding back, but
Oh
Peter
no, yeah,
always holds
absolutely.
back. Also, a big confirmation this week, especially after the stellar Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun 3 has reportedly been confirmed with Tom Cruise, Miles Teller, and Glenn Powell all reprising their roles. Honestly, after Maverick, I am so in. That was such a great movie that if they are able to recreate that, it's fantastic. That would be so much fun.
I gotta be honest with you. I'm a little worried about this one.
Oh yeah, of course I'm
I
gonna be worried. It
was,
doesn't have a story.
it's Tom, and he's gonna want to top the second one,
Yep.
which is gonna be incredibly hard to do. And he's not always right about wanting to do things. So if this movie's not as good as the second one, it doesn't have to be better. It just
No,
has
it
to
really
be
doesn't.
it just has to be as good. And if it's not as good, it's gonna suck.
And I think what they need to do for this one is they need to
And
take it out of.
there has to be a reason for it because he waited so long to do the second one because there was no real story. There was no real
Yeah.
reason to bring this character back. So I wish it the best, but I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I'm thinking like take it out of the Top Gun school, but I don't know.
Yeah, stop with that
I
shit.
definitely agree that it is worrisome that is being confirmed,
Let's go bomb some
but
shit.
I just think with the absolute role that Tom Cruise has been on recently, when you're in the zone, go for it. And then lastly, with the Moana remake, live action remake coming out with The Rock playing Maui again, Cravelo has confirmed she does not want to play Moana again. She was originally Moana when she was 14 years old, and she wants to pass the baton to someone else to
Well, that kind
continue
of
the
makes sense.
legacy. Yeah. She's still an executive producer for the movie. She's moved on. And honestly, I respect her for that. I think this movie could be really good. Seeing The Rock with hair, with long curly hair is just going to be a little weird, but we'll see. I mean, I think this is
Who do you want in the role of Moana? Who would you cast? I know I'm putting it on the spot, but like,
I don't think I know enough young Polynesian actors to really give a good guess. Oh,
I don't know any.
maybe no. I was like, well, all the only people that are coming to mind are ones that really don't fit. I mean, I was thinking of Daphne Keene. That's not her name. Is that the actress who played X-23? But I don't.
That would
She
be yeah, that's
it's
Daphne.
Daphne Keene.
Yeah, but I don't think she.
I don't know. Like I don't know too many actresses that would fit the bill for that. Because that would be a hard one to do, but I think Disney just hold auditions and they're gonna go unknown.
Probably, yeah. I think that's the best way to go.
Thank you guys for joining us. There was so much news coming out this week. Let us know which one you're most excited for, or if there's something that we missed, because there was so much. We still have like several parts that we just haven't talked about just due to time, but there's so much. 2024 is off to an amazing start. Can't wait for everything that's coming out. Can't believe we're getting Ahsoka season 2.
Hopefully next week we'll be talking about the official cast of Fantastic Four, but who the hell knows?